Hi, welcome to ETTV. I'm Bill Burt, and we're coming here after Game 5 of the Celtics-Lakers. I'm with Jeff Nelson. Jeff is a scout with the Utah Jazz, from Bradford, a local coach, yada, yada, yada. You probably know more about Jeff right now than you know about anyone in the region, but it's a good thing. Jeff, 3-2. They fly out today. They're heading out to LA. I'm not surprised. The games, though, have been sort of disjointed. But right now, after 5 games, heading back to Los Angeles, what are your thoughts?
Well, I thought last night was the Celtics' best game from start to finish. I thought that was the most consistent they've been on offense and on defense. I think that when their starting 5 was all clicking like they were last night and getting contributions from everybody, and the bench still in a positive way. The Celtics had it going good. They knew they had to win. They had to carry that momentum forward, and certainly, winning certainly beats losing. I wouldn't want to go there being down 3-2 and having to win 2.
2 things stuck out for me on the Celtics side. Other than Rondo playing a very good game, I think it was a very good game by Rondo. But Garnett had the energy. I know Gasol talked about it after, I think, Game 1, about him losing a step. He's gotten most of that step back, at least for this series. He looks good. He looked just good all around, making good passes, had a couple good steals. In my mind, though, the difference was Pierce. Paul Pierce looked like Paul Pierce. Yeah,
Paul Pierce is, the MVP of the 2008 playoffs. He's a great player. Offensively, he had it going. He had that nice step-back jumper. He'd drive at you, step back, take some shots. He took the ball strong to the rim. He looked more comfortable on offense than he had in any of the games. Rondo, I thought at times in the first half struggled, had some bad turnovers, made some bad decisions. But, at the end of the game, he's got such athletic ability, that tip in over Kobe and Odom, that layup off of Pierce's pass. No one can make those plays.
Right.
So he's just an amazing athlete that knows how to make plays at the end of the game. KG stepped up and really, executed and seems a lot quicker than he did at the beginning of the series. Maybe that's motivation from Gasol's knock on him.
Right.
But, when they're all playing well like they did last night, they're tough to beat.
On the Celtics' other side, which we say the Lakers' side of the ball, after a couple of games, I thought Gasol might be the best player in the league.
Sure.
Yesterday, he looked like a typical average center. The Celtics have made adjustments. They are definitely pushing him out when he gets the ball, and if he's down low with his back to the basket, he's getting another body. Can you talk about that?
They're trying to be much more physical with him. I don't think they're allowing him to catch the ball in his comfort zone. That's what we talk about when we do scouting reports. We talk about getting him out of their comfort zone, pushing him off the block a little bit, taking away his strong hand, trying to force him into moves that he's not comfortable with, counter moves. And the Celtics have done that. They've helped a little bit at times. They've mixed up guys on him, Perkins, Garnett, Big Baby. They've given him different looks. And, the Lakers have really just relied on Kobe. I mean, Kobe was phenomenal last night. That third quarter was what legends are made of. I mean, he was impossible to stop. And the shots that he was making were not easy shots. They were difficult. There was somebody on him. The three-pointers were 5 steps behind the three-point line. So he's had to work for everything, and they're not getting any help really from anybody else. Right. Artest missed those 2 big free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, you could say they missed a couple free throws. But the one thing that struck me about that third quarter was Kobe had that big quarter, 19 points in a row, but the entire time he was in, the lead never changed.
Yeah, the Celtics scored 12 out of 13 possessions. They got whatever they wanted when they wanted. Coaching 8th grade basketball, it's about getting stops. If you're playing a team and you're trading baskets and you're behind, you're not going to win. You have to have a sequence of stopping the team and making adjustments, and the Celtics just got whatever they wanted.
Going back to LA, obviously the pressure is on the Lakers. The Celtics have done both. They've played really well with no pressure. They've played a little lackluster without pressure. What do you expect in Game 6?
Well, in the big picture, I think we all have to be thrilled that the Celtics are 3-2 going into Game 6. I mean, all of us probably figured that if they won the first round series and lost in the second round, that would have been a great year. Just shows you what talent they have, what coaching they have, what structure and management they have to be where they are. And so no matter what happens, they've had an unbelievable playoffs. But I think that they've got it going at the right time. I think it's going to be a big challenge to win Game 6. I'm a math teacher by trade. Beating the Lakers 3 times in a row, probability doesn't seem to be very good for me. But I think that they can pull the game out, Game 6, and then Game 7, anything can happen.
I'm convinced now, I don't know what's going to happen in Game 6, that the Celtics right now are the better team. I'm not saying more talented,
No
I
doubt.
think they're the better team.
Much better team, playing like a team, not an individual, just like Kobe's really carrying the Lakers. You can't really say that, Artest or Bynum. I think Bynum's injury is a major factor in the Celtics' success. I think if Bynum's 100% and he's able to play, then he's knocking shots away at the rim. He's making it harder for Celtics to get to the lane. Rondo wouldn't have tipped that ball in last night with him in the game.
Right.
He would have ate that rebound up. So I think the Celtics are in great position to win. It's, flying cross country. It's getting their rest and being ready to play.
Wouldn't be surprised with anything that happens. It's been like that this series. I will say, let's plan to have you in after Game 6. And
Sounds good.
We might be drinking some champagne here, or we'll be talking about Game 7.
Sounds great, Bill.
All right, thanks, Jeff, and welcome to ETTV. And don't forget to watch us again after Game 6 on Tuesday night.